Okay, well, you're talking to me at a good time, I think, because as it happens, the arts are up and running again for the winter, this autumn and winter, and we'll be involved in Culture Night with a great exhibition from an Irish woman living in the Netherlands now. But coming up after her then will be, of course, you know about Ag Michael Hartnett, and that's one of the big arts events in Newcastle West calendar. But we have a number of exhibitions coming up in the Red Door Gallery. Something very different this year for Halloween. We have a young boy who is quite an incredible artist, and he's going to be doing a Halloween exhibition. He had an exhibition a couple of years ago with his father and uncle, and people were very taken by his work. It was all black and white, and it was pirate ships and stuff like that. So his is going to be on a Halloween theme, and it's going to be on his own. So that'll be on in the week running up to and including Halloween. So that's the first time we've done kind of an exhibition like that of a child on their own. And we're going to have the Limerick ceramic artist then in November, which is again we've done maybe two or three sculptural and three-dimensional exhibitions. So this is a group, they're well known and have done a lot, have exhibited a good bit in Limerick. This is their first time coming out here, so it should be really interesting to see that. We're blessed to have the Red Door Gallery as a venue for these exhibitions. And then running up to Christmas, there will always be, and we're already planning into next year. We have certainly more artists looking for exhibitions than we have time and whatever to give to it.
So we're here at the Desmond Complex. What exactly does the complex provide?
The Desmond Complex, it provides a day centre for the community and the extended community as well. So basically the day centre in itself, it runs Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So it kicks off about 10:30 in the morning and about 3:30. So we'd have buses coming in from all the surrounding areas like Askeaton, Rathkeil, Shanagolden, Adair. And they'd arrive in about 10:30. So they're greeted, they get their tea and coffee, and then they have a chat, and about 12 o'clock then there's the bingo. And bingo is a big thing, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so that's fine, they'll play the bingo and they'll have a bit of light exercise, and then they head down into the dining room for their dinner, which is a 3-course meal, and everything is homemade here. Our chef Bernie, of course, giving out to Bernie. And then they go back down to the cardio room then, which is our sitting room. So there's music then, live music, from about 2 until maybe 3, and they come up again then to the dining room. They have their tea, coffee, and ready to be collected again. Do it all again the following day. But we have lots of rooms here, and we rent them out regularly. So basically, we have the Brothers of Charity here, and they're here on an ongoing basis. They have our Hawthorne room taken, and we'd have like Down Syndrome Ireland. They're here every second Wednesday, monthly. We'd have the IWA, the Irish Wheelchair Association, and we've Unislim, Slimming World, San Rita Wellness have started with us recently. And there's a lot going on here. So there's sometimes we wish we'd more rooms because
the place isn't big enough. Citizens Information as well is based here on a full-time basis, part-time hours on a full-time basis, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 2 every week. So, and also as regards having more rooms, at the moment we're waiting for clearance to go ahead with an extension down the back, just increase the size of our day centre room so that we can cater for more people in the day centre, and for obviously room rental as well, that we can make them more accommodating, more workable for us.
I am administrator in the ETB in Newcastle West. I am the first person that students meet when they come to the door. So we welcome all students with open arms and provide a friendly and relaxed atmosphere where students, young and old, can learn and improve their skills in a casual, friendly setting.
Education.
People get a second chance. We have people who have bad memories of school, and we have people who have lost their jobs and want to move on and do something else. So we embrace them returning to the classroom where the willingness to learn is a choice.
This is what-
We have people from 18 to 70 years of age learning computers, English, healthcare, childcare, anything, crafts, anything they want to do.
And what does it mean to the community?
Oh, it's a big part of the community because there's a place to go for people to have a cup of tea and meet somebody and to talk to others who are in the same situation, and talking is good. Totally great to
So-
meet you.
Carolina, you get people from all over coming to Newcastle West for education.
Yes,
Could you tell me a bit about that?
we do. We have people from Brazil, Moldova, a lot of Eastern Europeans. We have people from Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, Russia, Ukraine, and we make them feel welcome, and we want them all to be friends when they come in a couple of weeks' time. We try to help them to get to know one another and work together.
And what does that bring to the community in Newcastle West?
Well, they are all very appreciative that they can be here in Newcastle West. We also teach them a lot about Irish culture and history, and we teach them how to appreciate the culture and how to work with people in Newcastle West and how to make home here. So when I was 17 years old myself, my family came to Ireland, and then I decided to stay in Poland because I didn't think I would be able to come and do the Leaving Cert here and go to college here. So I decided to stay and study English for speakers of other languages. So I did that for 5 years at university to do the master's degree in teaching English as a second language. So then when I came and I saw that there is a need for English teachers here, I applied for work in further education training, LCETB, and then I was accepted, and I'm very happy about it.
And what does the GAA, as you said, it's a smaller community within a bigger community, but what does it bring to the community?
Well, what does it bring to the community? I suppose it brings a pride in where you're from, because the GAA is very much based on the parish and the colours, and realistically, where Newcastle West would see it big time is the further along in championship they go up. You see people that would have been there in the past, or older people coming out, young lads come out, but they're always in their colours, and the colours are very important to them. So I suppose it's a sense of identity really within the parish.
Newcastle West is definitely synonymous with boutiques anyway. It's a real fashion destination. People travel from all over Ireland. I was just telling your colleague earlier, people come from Dublin, Westport, Kilkenny, they travel, they come up for the day, park their car quite cheaply. I was explaining to her how cheap it is to park in Newcastle West, and they go for lunch, have a coffee, browse around some of the other shops, there's some nice men's shops, and they head home, might have quite cheap on the way home, so it's definitely a day trip. Not many of them might spend a second night, spend 48 hours here, but they'd love to come for the day, yeah.
And fashion is just one love of yours. You're passionate about the GAA.
Well, Elaine, my sister Elaine is in the business with me. Elaine and I have 9 children between us, so they all play GAA. So we're at matches from under 6 to under 16. And I coach as well hurling in our local club in Fiona Castleman, and I love it. It's definitely rooted in me from my dad anyway. He took us to matches everywhere all over Munster when we were young, and we're a real hurling parish I suppose, but it's a great family, your GAA family. You know, everybody's a volunteer, and I suppose everybody loves to meet in the field and then follow your club and follow your team, and it's great. I love it.
So a club is a lot more than just a club, really, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. You know, for an awful lot of people, I think when you actually get older, and when you realise that their whole social network is going to matches, and that's where they meet people and they meet other people on the sideline, and it's very important for the rural community anyway to be involved in sport, and it's very good for the children then as well. They get to know loads of other kids in other parishes, and when they go on to bigger school or university, I think it's super to be part of any kind of a team. And it's great, yeah. Well, we love it anyway in our parish, and like that, Limerick winning the All-Ireland was just the icing on the cake, wasn't it?
And one of the other things I think that the arts are very involved with, we work closely with the Tidy Towns to create our public art. And it's great to see, you know, that combination of people who are maybe creating nice work that is pleasant to the eye, along with people who are picking up litter. So there's always something for us to do, and we're blessed, I think, that we have access to such good artists in the locality. And that we have a place where we can exhibit their art, but we can encourage young artists like this young boy, and that we can also have great exhibitions by well-established and notable artists. And I think at Newcastle West in recent years has always been artistic through, you know, like Michael Hartnett and the PLC course that doesn't operate anymore, but it certainly, I think, helped create a great artistic attitude and atmosphere around town. And as the years have gone on since then, I think people have become far more interested in the visual arts and can enjoy it. You know, in the Red Door Gallery in particular, we've noticed over the years that we've been there that people just wander in who probably would never go to a gallery somewhere else, that they feel comfortable, they're walking past on a regular basis, going between the banks or doing other business in the square, and that they'll wander in and they'll just have a look around, and we feel that that's a great asset to the town and to the town's people, that art isn't just for the elite. Art is there for everybody to enjoy, and that's another way in which the public art that we do brings it to the general public, and it's a wonderful thing to be involved with.
We have Sister Mary and Sister Rena with us here. They're part of the day centre. They kind of run the day centre for us, and they are from the Poor Servants of the Mother of God. So it's very important, both from our point of view, that they're so good in caring with the people, and the people that attend here very much appreciate the religious aspect maybe of it, and the caring side of our two sisters. We have a prayer room as well, just off our day centre room, which is optional. Nobody is ever going to be forced to do anything, but a group go in there every morning after their cup of tea and they do the rosary. So it's lovely to have the two sisters with us for that side of things.
And what people would you find accessing the facilities here?
It is between the elderly, maybe people that are living in remote areas, between, we'll say, people that are, I suppose, geographically disadvantaged and socially, so that they mightn't meet people from one week to the other. So maybe there's different routes every day, but maybe a person here on a Tuesday mightn't have seen anybody from the last day that they have been here until the next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so important that Local Link have been so good to us, and we share the cost of bringing people from these remote areas every week into the day centre.
And what does the complex as a whole bring to the community?
Well, I think when you walk into the complex, the atmosphere alone is very welcoming, very warm. It's, as well as the caring side of it, I suppose, we provide chiropody services, which is subsidised by the HSE, and an optional beautician, our hairdressing services. We have our own hairdressing room below there, all set out. So you see, over time, you can see in people, and don't you, Karen?
Yeah.
You know, that people mightn't have been socially active for years for many different reasons. Tend to come here, and after a week or so, when they've figured they're out their ground, you can see a blossoming in a way of people, and it helps them.
They look forward to it from week to week then, and they look forward to meeting the same people here to discuss how their week went. And as I said, as Aileen said, it's like from week to week they mightn't hear from anybody. They might have family living locally, and this is the only place really that they can socialise. you know, have a bit of fun and have something to eat. And, you know, I suppose if they needed anything, you know, we'd try our best to provide it for them, you know. So, yeah, it's probably their world in one sense.
In one way, there are
You
people,
know,
yeah, and even over
yeah.
Christmas, we've had incidences where in January people have come back and said, "Oh my God, we thought you'd never be open again," and we just closed for 2 weeks over Christmas. But even that time, for people that, for all different reasons, have nobody living close to them or have no family at home or near them, you know, it's very important that they come here and they meet their friends. And as was mentioned, maybe a bit of romance, which has been known to happen.
Has been known to happen.
Yeah, which is good for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we get to hear all about it.
We do.